Hello, America. You can call me Rollover. That's my CB handle for many, many years. Or if you're going to look me up, just look for a Rollover Rider, Papa Golf Romeo, for those of you who don't know what that means. Add those 3 letters to the back of your search, and you'll see what kind of moron I am at times. First off, I am not politically correct, never will be. So, when I embarrass just a few of you, no, a lot of you, tough. I don't care. I'm going to read to you something that is the basis for this silly video that probably half of you already turned off. No big loss. Okay, another thing is I went through a lot of radiation to my head to get rid of cancer. It's caused some disruption on my tongue, so I do not enunciate properly. Jimmy Carter sounds better than I do. Go figure. I really, really hate cancer. Okay, Fox News. Oh no, he's quoting Fox News. Okay, you liberals, Fox News isn't as bad as you make it out to be. December 21st, 2011, last week. 4 Democrats from the great state of New York, former Troy Democrat City Clerk William McEntee, Democrat Councilman John Brown, and Democratic political operatives, whatever those are, sounds like something ought to come out of Mission Impossible, Anthony Rena and Anthony DeFilio, I'm sorry I mispronounced you gentlemen's names, but I gave you the reason, have entered guilty pleas in the case in which numerous signatures were allegedly forged on absentee ballots in the 2009 Working Families Party primary, the political party that was associated with the now defunct community group called Acorn. Okay, we got that part done. I already told you I'm disabled. Hopefully I'll be off of disability, which I get paid for once a month. I'm a truck driver, and for the last 3 months, I went without, well, 3 months prior to getting this, I went for every day, eating 1 meal a day. I took in enough calories to keep me alive. Yeah. Some of you are saying, yeah, gee, thanks. Anyway, out of that $1,052 I get a month, I spend $490 on my Medicaid. That's to cover a family of 4 in this house. Before I start, my stepson, disabled, doesn't drive. He's got a state-issued ID card. $11. Wow. Okay. This one right here, which is I got in March, is called a Missouri Commercial Driver's License. You see it? Whatever. This is a medical examiner certificate. See? That I need to go along with this, that I've got to have in something called a wallet, so that in case a police officer or DOT stops me, I can prove who I am and I'm medically fit to drive a truck. All these disenfranchised people, if they smoke tobacco, drink alcoholic beverages, buy illegal drugs, lottery tickets, or gamble, or do just something stupid that does not go into feeding them, helping to pay for the rent and the electricity, they've thrown away their right to vote. They really have. And that's a privilege and a civic duty. I just told you how much I make and how much I got left over after I make one payment. That cost me $48. I did not eat but 1 meal a day to get that. The certificate cost me $85. That's $130 that I took out of, my life so I can be able to go back to work. You don't have one of those CDLs, I gotta go work at Burger King or something. Anyway, Mr. President, members of Congress on the Democratic side, and the people that put you morons in the office, I'm going to tell you how you're going to save your asses. There are 3,141 counties in all 50 states in America. 3,141 people. Now, 2 ways, you're going to be able to put the ID card in every one of these poor, disadvantaged, disenfranchised people. Number one, they're going to walk into the caseworker's office where they already know who you are. They've already got all the information. You don't need anything except for an ID card to prove who you are. How do they do that when they go back in there? Now, I don't understand that. So anyway, they walk in. Caseworker's going to bring out a form letter that she's going to take your picture and have that print on this form letter. The form letter is going to tell the Driver's License Bureau that Joe Blow needs a state-issued ID card, and he's going to walk down there and get it. And so when he does, and whoever working down there looks at the picture on the piece of paper, looks at their ugly mud like this one, and they say, "Yes, sir, Mr. Joe Blow, standing right there. We're going to take your picture," fills out the little information that goes on that, and mails it back to the caseworker, and Joe Blow walks out with, wow, a brand spanking new ID card. That's really good. Or they can walk into the caseworker's office and say, "Caseworker, I need an ID card." Says, "Yeah, you sure do." Stand in front of that screen, take the picture, put it on the card, and you go out. You got one of those in your hand. Didn't cost you a penny, so none of you have to go through any kind of hardships like not eating to pay for maybe $11 to get a state-issued ID card. That's the first lie that you all have been lying to America on. Now, Mr. Obama, instead of taking 14-day vacations, spending millions and millions and millions of dollars on vacations, and you did not deserve a 14-day vacation. You really didn't. You haven't done enough to take all the vacations you've taken since you've been in office and taken that money out of our pockets. You send billions of dollars to countries far, far away that hate our butts. Case in point, Hamas lives in that country called Palestine, or the West Bank. One of those. Yeah, go ahead and start hitting the dislike button now, folks. I don't care. Because like I told you, I'm politically incorrect. Mr. Obama put $1 billion of that dollars off on the side of your desk, and you go and have your person in the department purchase the camera equipment and the laminate equipment that common criminals have in their house to make ID cards that they can use to swipe so they can steal our money. It can be done. I figure it's going to cost you $9.5 million for the equipment, and that's for the higher dollar equipment. I don't know where you buy your stuff at, where the other people do. Go ask their buyer. On top of that, now you'll send it to every county seat. You can even send it into the voter's office. The voter's office is the reason why we're doing this, so that these people can walk in proudly to voting poll, hand the ID card that needs to be handed in anyway, so that you people don't get padded votes, and they can happily do their civic duty, use their privilege and their right to vote, and vote smart. I gave it to you there, Mr. President, and all you Congress critters. If you do not do this, why in the hell do you think you can run a government? Real simple process. You don't need to hire a whole bunch of idiots to sit there and do some kind of congressional committee look at and how to do it. Real simple. You buy the stuff, you send it to the county seat of every county in America. You put 3,141 people to work. It'd be temporary, and you're done. There's your Christmas present there, Mr. President. Even though you don't like that word, to America. Merry Christmas. This is my present to you guys. How to get everybody a legal ID card. One thing, if an illegal walks in and tries to get one of these, you will buy them a plane ticket back to whatever pithole country they came from. Good night.